It's a presentation of Musa'S.
Ray had been climbing the same hill for months. Every morning, before sunrise, he laced up his worn-out sneakers and ran up the steep trail near his home. His goal: to become the best athlete in his town. He wanted to prove to himself, and to everyone who doubted him, that he was capable of achieving greatness. But no matter how hard he trained, he always stopped just before reaching the top. His legs burned, his lungs screamed for air, and doubt whispered in his mind. Maybe I'm not strong enough. Maybe this is my limit. It wasn't just the physical pain that made him stop. It was the fear of failing even after giving his all. One morning, as Ray stood at his usual stopping point, hands on his knees, gasping for breath, he noticed an old man sitting on a rock nearby. The man was watching him with knowing eyes and a gentle smile. "Why do you stop here?" the old man asked. Ray wiped the sweat off his forehead. "I feel like I can't go any further. My body gives up." The man chuckled. "Your body isn't giving up. Your mind is." Ray frowned. "What do you mean?" The man pointed at the peak of the hill, just a few meters away. "What if I told you that success is always one step beyond where you stop?" Ray looked up. The top seemed so close, yet so far. The old man continued. "Many people quit right before they reach their breakthrough. They stop digging just before finding gold. They give up just before the finish line. But those who succeed, they push through that last step." Ray took a deep breath. His legs trembled, his chest was tight, but he clenched his fists. His foot hit the dirt and he pushed forward. His body protested, but he ignored it. He focused only on the next step, then the next, and the next. Every part of him ached, but he kept going. And suddenly, he was at the top. For the first time, he saw the sun rising over the hills, painting the sky in shades of gold and fire. The view was breathtaking. As he stood there, breathing heavily, he turned to thank the old man, but he was gone. He had done it. He had conquered the hill, but more importantly, he had conquered his mind. But the real victory wasn't in reaching the peak. It was in proving to himself that he could. Ray smiled. He didn't need to ask who the man was. He understood now. That old man was every mentor, every wise voice, and every part of himself that had always believed in him, even when he doubted. That day, Ray learned a lesson that stayed with him forever. The last step is always the hardest, but it's the one that changes everything.
Thanks for watching this story. For more stories, like, subscribe and share this story.